Hello and welcome to your autoVHC QuickStart video guide. The purpose of this video is to assist an eVHC champion in the pre-deployment requirements of autoVHC. We will review how to prepare all the hardware you need and how to connect the devices to the internet. We will also cover how to set up the dealership PC with access to autoVHC and how to ensure each user knows their site code, username, password and PIN. We'll finally show you how to manage multiple users in System User Setup and how a user authenticates their device. The hardware needed to operate autoVHC will be shipped to you directly. Our standard eVHC kits include both service tablet devices and larger screen devices for service advisors. For both types of devices, we will provide stylus pens and screen covers, which you will need to affix to the devices to protect the screens from glare and damage. The service tablet devices will also come with a handle and clamp to make it easier to hold and use the device. External microphones will also be provided to aid the sound quality when making videos of customers' vehicles. All devices come with either their original chargers or we can provide USB plug-in chargers designed to charge multiple devices at the same time. Please ensure that all accessories are fitted prior to commencement of the training. Your Snap-on approved eVHC devices come pre-configured with a mobile device management or MDM setup. Once received, your eVHC champion will need to ensure that each device is logged onto the Wi-Fi at the dealership. Once connected, the eVHC device will automatically load the appropriate pre-configuration and download the application for accessing eVHC. The eVHC champion should then determine the quality of the Wi-Fi signal in all areas of the workshop. However, if you find areas of low coverage, don't worry. One of the great benefits of our eVHC is that once a device is connected to the Wi-Fi, it can then work offline if needed, only requiring a reconnection in order to push and pull eVHC data at the start and end of the process. Setting up the PCs in the dealership couldn't be simpler. First, using one of the approved browser applications, navigate to the autoVHC website and then add a desktop shortcut using your browser's shortcut setup. For the next part of the setup process, please click on the shortcut to access autoVHC on your desktop computer in order to carry out the desktop application setup of the tablet devices. In this section, you'll learn how to manage the users within the system. First, select Settings from the menu on the left side of the screen, and on the Settings page, click on Users. We now see a list of all users within the business along with their user roles. You can add a new user by clicking Add User here. Enter the personal details of the new user and create a password. The PDA PIN is used when logging into a handheld device. Select the user's role from the drop-down list. Here you can enter an ID that cross-references this user to their account within your dealership management system. At the top of the page, you can also select additional permissions for that user based on your system setup. Click Save at the top of the page, and the new user will now appear in your user list. To manage existing users, click on this menu icon on the right side of the user list table. From here, you can delete a user, reset their password, lock or unlock a user, or edit the user details that we've just seen on the Add User page, including role, permissions, email address, or name. Once the PCs are set up, the autoVHC desktop shortcuts have been created and users set up on the system. Please ensure that all users are aware of their site codes, usernames, passwords, and PIN numbers. If anyone forgets theirs, don't worry, these can be changed at a later date. They can also be changed in order to comply with any of your data privacy requirements, or they can be reset simply by clicking the Reset link. In this section, you'll learn how to authenticate a tablet device. On the first-time login, the user clicks the autoVHC app icon and then enters the site code, username and PIN code and taps Login. The device communicates with the system and the user will receive this message. The user now speaks to the manager who, on his autoVHC system, logs into Settings. From Settings, he selects Device Authentication, and at the top of the screen is the device that's requesting approval to access the system. The manager clicks on the three dots to open the menu and approves the device. The device now shows as being active in the autoVHC system, and the manager informs the user that he can now log in using the device. If the device goes missing or the device needs to be revoked within the system, the manager can again open the menu using the 3 dots and choose Make Disable. This will deactivate the device and the status will remain red. You're now ready to get started. Please ensure each user is aware of the next steps on the implementation plan. And if you have any questions relating to your site code and initial settings, please contact your Snap-on Market Administrator.